You see, people with a lot of money trying to tell people who don't have that much money or have no money that money is evil. And then the people who never had money in their possession, they never actually could feel what the real money is, what you can do with money in your life, make their opinions, and then they just pass that opinion to others, to you, and that's your family, your teachers. None of these people were wealthy, ever wealthy in their lives, so they don't know what money really is. A few days ago, I saw this short video on X, and there was this African tribe, the one who's got no contact with modern civilization, right? And they were presented ice. There was the first time they had a contact with ice. And obviously you can imagine they were just going crazy, right? It's cold and wet and they just were licking it, trying to do things. And you see, I was watching it and I realized if these people, the people who were just first time, they were exposed to first time to ice, before they actually had that ice, if they were told something like, oh, guys, there's this thing called ice. We use it, but it's very dangerous. When you hold it, it will make your hands cold and it's going to hurt you. When you bite it, it's so hard, it might actually break your teeth and it's going to hurt your teeth all over it. You can't bite it and you're going to crush it in your mouth. And it's going to be cold everywhere. And sometimes it's so cold that you've got even pain in your head. Would you like to try it? Would you like to have it? Naturally, the answer would be like, no, why would I? You crazy? Why would I need this for? Right? But we know ice is essential in our lives. Like it's we need it, right? These guys living in a hot, Saharan climate or somewhere in Africa, having ice, they could literally change their lives because you can just conserve your food, keep it for longer, cool down your body. There's so much you can do with it. But the whole thing is, it depends on how you portray the whole ice phenomena for them, right? So this is the exactly same principle when it comes to money and what you being told about money, or me as well, by people who, frankly, they have a lot of money, right? So you see, people with a lot of money trying to tell people who don't have that much money or have no money that money is evil. And then the people who never had money in their possession, they never actually could feel what the real money is, what you can do with money in your life, make their opinions, and then they just pass that opinion to others, to you, and that's your family, your teachers. None of these people were wealthy, ever wealthy in their lives, so they don't know what money really is, but they've heard for someone, most likely from people who actually have a lot of money, to just not to do it. Because you see, money means freedom. Well, we get to it in a second. You see, if you ask somebody who is coming from nothing and made quite lots of money, I doubt you will hear them saying, "Oh, money is not needed. Money is not important, or it's better to live without money." I guarantee you will not hear it. If, on the other hand, you ask somebody who's been born into money or is a generational money, and what's maybe worse, they use that money for some nefarious things, they, on the other hand, they will tell you that, no, money is the root of all the evil. I wish I didn't have that money. Or famous billionaires and other families saying, oh, when I die, I will give half of my money to charity. How about do it now before you die? They don't do that, do they? So you see, we end up being told lie, and then the lie is being repeated over and over throughout the families. In this whole system, everything is built around that lie. And when you realize the lie has got no basis, this is just a lie repeated by somebody who's got nothing to do with money, no experience with money, you can actually just at least see for what it is. It's not real. We are being told that being poor and staying poor is a virtue, that somehow it makes everything better. And I even question the religions, the main religions. I think every single one of them kind of saying that staying poor is what the God wants. But if you actually look into it, it's not true. Also, if you look at all the top religious leaders, I can't see anyone who's not rich, right? I mean, even in Christianity, like a pope, these are the richest of the richest. And somehow they're on the top of it. They know they have all that knowledge and hidden knowledge, and they know how to get past into your next life. And the best way to do it is not to have money, but somehow it does not relate to them. I don't know. I find it strange, right? It's just lie. That's it. What I believe is it's your obligation to become successful, to multiply your talents, to multiply your options. Because money, you see, it's not about buying things. It's not about buying another Rolex or buying another car. And I recorded a video about this. You can see, I think, a couple of days ago. It's a complete opposite. Money is providing you freedom. Money is providing you options and security. You see, you can't look after other people if you can't look after yourself. We all know the thing about the oxygen mask in the airplane, right? You put it on your face first and then on your child, because you can't put it on the child if you're unconscious because you didn't put your mask first. Same goes to success, money, and poverty. If you're in poverty, if you're living in poverty, you can't change anything because you're busy surviving. You're fighting for survival every day. And it's a different story about, of course, being born into, country or place where where it's basically survival mode. But even though every single country around the planet has got people who managed to get out of these kind of places and became successful. Not everybody will, but everybody can try. And from trying comes happening. Most people think like, in order to become rich, you have to do some evil things, or you have to go against people, like crush people. It's like nothing further from the truth. Becoming successful, and I'm not talking about being a billionaire, like I'm not interested in these people. I'm talking about successful enough with enough wealth so you don't have to worry. You can actually provide for your family, you can pay bills. Nothing money related is causing you stress. You can go to a doctor's whenever you have to. That kind of wealth, right? So to build that kind of wealth and position, the only way, unless you're born into money, is to provide goods and services for others, for which they will pay you in return. And to do so, that means you have to solve other people's problems. You see, we're never going to get paid because we sell. That's the misconception. You think that the rich people are selling things, and therefore they make money. But you have to ask yourself what they're selling for. Like, you can argue that, the Elon Musk's or Mike, the Zuckerberg, what's his name, whatever, the Facebook guy, Meta guy, Mark Zuckerberg, or they're evil because they're selling this Facebook and social media, and it's wrong and it's bad for teenagers. Well, that's what people want. It's not them building this for it. Like, people want it. If it was so bad, then why are we using it? You see, it's always, the blame is always on us, not somebody else. We have two mindsets. You either have a poor mindset or you have a abundant mindset. Okay, and they both are our own choices. Even if you're born in poverty, you can still do things slowly every day to get out of it, or at least to try. Or you can just give up and stay where you are and just look for help, look for others to do things, blame on others forever. And in that, look, it will never change anything. I'm not even saying if it's good or not. I don't care. What I do care is, like, can this make any difference? Is it helpful or not? It's not. So you can change your mindset. And I think nowadays it's really, I mean, especially if you're watching me on YouTube, that means you're not in extreme poverty where you can't eat. Therefore, you have options. It doesn't matter what country you live, you have options. And it all starts there, in here, in your head, in your mind. Although being born poor is not our choice, yes, of course, but staying poor, that is a different story. I think it is our choice, very much so. If you think being rich is selfish, then I would challenge that thinking, and I'd say, I think staying poor is selfish. It's selfish for others, it's for your family, for your kids. Your kids born into your family, they have no options. They can't go to work, make money, produce things. You can, on the other hand. So, but you choosing not to because you have some sort of complex identity crisis, some false beliefs or false virtue put into your head, and you're punishing everyone else around. See, this is never about us, not wealth, not being poor. It's about our options and people around us. As I said, if you are wealthy, if you got money, you can use it. Money is a tool. It's no different to knife or hammer. It can both work for creation or destruction. You can use hammer to put nail into the wall, or you can use hammer to do something really, really bad. Same goes with anything else. Money is no different. And one more thing, you see, quite often I hear from people saying like, "Oh, you've changed. Since you got money, somebody's became like evil, or more selfish, or just more arrogant." Yes, it can be, but you see, we all know that we're not living in a rainbow and happy world where everybody is nice. Money is a magnifying glass. It magnifies of our true nature. So if you are a nice, good-hearted person and you will earn your money through hard work, you will naturally stay good-hearted person. That's how it works. But on the other hand, if you are a nasty person, you've got some dark side in you. There's a darkness in you, and you envy people, you steal, and then you get your money most likely through one of those dark means. It will magnify it, and you'll become worse. And this is what you see out there in the public, because all the good people with money, they rather stay hidden. They're hiding. They don't want to be seen. They don't flex. Where a lot of people who've got some darkness in them, they go out there and they present themselves as somebody who they're not. And then we had these all articles coming out, oh, this actor, this person, this VIP has done some terrible things. So that's the truth. That's the reality. You can think whatever you want. You can think but by staying poor, it's somehow better and you have no choice. But you have to understand that's a lie. And I hope this video tells you this, explains you that. And you won't be ever able to forget it from now, trust me. Every now and then you remember this, not maybe me talking, but there will be a seed in your head and it will grow when they say, hang on, how come you're saying money is all the evil? How come you're saying money is wrong? How come it's selfish to be rich if you yourself, mom, dad, grandma, teacher, never had anything? It's just a lie. It's a cope. I hope it resonates. If it does, please leave me a like. Consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks so much for your support. The channel is growing amazingly. I'm very happy to have you guys here. I'll see you soon. Cheers.